How's it going, guys? Kenneth here. So after last episode I was thinking about what to do next, and I did mention the composter, which is just over there. So I thought, well, compost is something that you'll use throughout the year while you're gardening, so it's probably a good idea to do that in the beginning of this whole sort of journey that I'm on. So today I'm gonna focus on trying to get this composter put together.
Aside from my soul.
So the first thing I need to do is get all the things together, and I'll be using pallets in this project. I think I showed some pallets last week, and some roll of material that I got from a friend to sort of block all the compost in. Okay, so that's going to be the basic shape, I think. I just need to work out how to join it together. Probably just going to be nails, to be honest. It doesn't have to be exactly sturdy, because it's just going to be sat on the ground, really. I've got some of this material that I'll probably put on the sides of it as well to stop all the compost falling out. Okay, so all I've done is cut a length off the roll and doubled it up, so there's two layers. I'm going to lay it down on the pallet, kind of centralized, and then just nail it in with a few nails on each corner, and then after I've done that I'll trim it down. Ralphie! Ralph! Okay, so that's the first panel. I've just put a couple of nails in the edges and then along the long edges. Just be aware that if you use really long nails like I have, they're going to stick out here. You can either cut those down with, I suppose, bolt cutters or something like that, but just be careful that you obviously don't hurt yourself. Yeah, I don't know where this material comes from. I reckon you can just get it at somewhere like a hardware store or a garden centre. This roll was given to us by a friend who did some work in our garden, so it's just a good opportunity to use something that we had lying around that didn't really have any other use. You don't have to use it, I don't think. Just use whatever you have. You could probably get away with using some kind of polythene sheeting, or even some, you know, slatted wood or something like that. Again, you probably don't even have to use it, as long as the compost doesn't spill out everywhere. But in my case, it's right next to the polytunnel, so I want to stop all that dirt going against the sheeting, just so, you know, it doesn't cause any strain or anything like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these L brackets right over here and put them in the corners and then just kind of nail them to each other. It's probably better to use a screw, but again, in my situation it doesn't have to be that secure, it just needs to hold together basically. And once it's in place, if I need to make it more secure, I can just go around and put some screws in, I reckon. Stinks so bad. Okay, that's as secure as I'm going to get it. If anyone that knows me will know that I am the worst at DIY, so I'll show you my handiwork. Yeah, so that's it. I don't think I'm going to put a cover on for now. I'm going to have a think about how to do it properly, but I think that should actually do. Okay guys, the weather's made a bit of a turn for the worse and it's kind of spitting down and drizzling on and off. So a lot of people might wonder what you could actually put in a composter, because some of the things might surprise you actually. So there's the kind of regular things you can put in, offcuts of vegetables, fruits, prunings from the garden, twigs, you know, leaves, things that have fallen on the floor, sort of, you know, greenery, even grass, and things such as tea bags are really good, and even coffee grounds. All those things break down really quickly and they introduce nitrogen into the mix, which is really important for any sort of compost or fertilizer. Other things people don't always realize is things like egg cartons. What you would do is not put the whole egg carton in, but tear it up into little pieces and put it in. Bits of shredded cardboard. One thing I would suggest is probably removing the stickers. Just actually have, you know, brown cardboard. And that's the corrugated kind. At least that's what I would normally use. You could use shredded paper, scrunched up newspaper, and just like there's lots of great things you can put in, you got to remember there's certain things you can't put in. So no dairy products, so no cheese, no milk, no yogurt, or yogurt, whatever you want to say. No cooked meat or uncooked meat, no fish, anything like that. No dog or cat litter, and definitely no nappies either. Yeah, so that's it guys. Thanks a lot for your time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing, that would be really cool. If you want to watch more of these. In the next episode, I'm going to plan out the garden, where we're going to put what, how we're going to do it. And I'll also show you what seeds we've got for what vegetables. We've basically got some basic stuff, the food that we eat the most of, and a few different bits. And I've got a feeling we'll probably end up buying quite a lot more during summer. I want to experiment with like trying to keep a consistent crop all summer. So things like lettuce and perpetual spinach are easy, we get that all summer anyway, same with courgettes. But things like radish have got a really short days to maturity. So I think it's like 25 days or something. So you plant the seeds and within 25 days you can harvest radish. And I want to try experiment with like finding a crop like that and trying to plan it and plant it and get radish for the whole of summer. That's just for my own sort of experiment to see how well I can plan things, and it would be cool to know for following years if I can like sort of plan a whole season to be able to grow as much of certain crops without ever having to buy them for the whole of summer. And eventually the whole idea would be to never buy vegetables, you know, grow what we eat. Obviously we'd have to get things like meat and, you know, bits and pieces like that. But even eggs, we plan on having chickens eventually. So chickens and vegetables, something that we want to, sorry, eggs and vegetables are things we don't ever really want to buy because we'll have an abundance of them all year round. Anyway, so I shall see you next time. Thanks a lot, guys.